How many books do you have at home? Have you ever read a bedtime story? We work with kids every week whose answers are none and no. And yet we wonder why the U.S. Department of Education, why CMS says that 1 in 3 third graders read below grade level, and 1 in 4 will not make it to graduation. We could fill the entire Hornets arena 3 times with the number of kids living among us who do not have ample books to call their own. Even the U.S. Department of Education knows what a serious problem this is. We take any book, any condition, we sell what we cannot use for operating revenue, and the rest we use to change the lives of children. Hi, my name is Christina Cruz, founder of Promising Pages. Last year, we repurposed nearly 100,000 books. Our mascots, the Bookworm and Irma the Bookworma, who are here today, give many of these books as wrap presents to kids, such as in the waiting room of Crisis Assistance Ministry, where we watch children hold a book for the very first time. We also use them in our signature magic book parties, where Irma has a magic book. Any child who touches the magic book will grow up to be smart, successful, and do anything they want in the world as long as they keep the magic activated. And if you want to know what that means, please come talk to me afterwards. I might even let you hold the magic book. We are serving 500 kids in our Magic Book Party pilot program, with 7 out of 10 of them reading for pleasure on most nights. That's more than double the national average. In a control study, our kids had reading gains that were 2.5 times more. And all of our Title I teachers reported that this was necessary for success in our Title I classrooms. We use kinesthetic, multi-sensory techniques to get these kids hooked on books. We want to get them hooked on books now so they won't get hooked on something else later. These kids love our books so much they sleep with them under their pillows at night. So I'm kind of a science geek. I want to let you know what caused me to start this organization in 2011. The brain on the left, healthy synaptic development. Brain on the right, is this a toddler without books or a stroke victim? Well, the answer is we don't know, because in a large-scale study, toddlers without access to books had brain scans that in extreme cases mirrored stroke victims. 90% of all brain synapses form in the formative years, which is why they can tell with high accuracy whether a third grader is on track to take over the world or be completely obliterated by it. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Dr. Seuss knew that reading had to be fun in order for it to become a habit, and that's why he wrote those 44 children's books. Our goal is to scale the fun and offer 10 times as many kids our signature magic book parties, starting the fall of this coming year. We can either do this now while it's simple and cost-effective, or we can try to rehabilitate them later at a cost that is literally hundreds of times the initial investment. Thanks to Carolina Business Interiors, our warehouse operations are free. Volunteers process our books for free, and of course the books themselves are donated. I had a principal write me a letter the other day asking to be on our Magic Book Party wait list. She said that her school has a reading proficiency rate for third graders of less than 15%. Just to give you a crude comparison, Ethiopia has a literacy rate of 39%. These kids need our help, and we can do that for a total cost of $40 per child per year. Once our staff costs are accounted for, we can add additional children for $10 a year. And our goal is to do this to cut in half the amount of third graders that are reading below grade level in these schools within the next 3 years. If you are as crazy as we are, we need your help. We're looking for 15 sponsors to sponsor each of our 15 schools. We also need key leadership on our board, people to sign up for our 1 million books revolution. And if you can't sponsor a school for $3,000, perhaps you can sponsor a child for $10. Just put a smiley face on your business card and put it in our bowl afterwards. We'll take care of the rest. My team and I would love to talk to you afterwards. A couple of years ago, I met a little girl who changed my mind about what I should be doing with my life. And what has happened is put a huge smile on my face. I hope today has changed your mind about some things and put a smile on your face as well. Readers become leaders. Thank you.
Thanks, Christina. Tell us a little bit more about that little girl. What were the circumstances behind that? What happened?
Sure. Well, this was about in 2008. It was February, and there was this little girl in line at this food bank, and several blocks long, men, women, and children waiting in the freezing cold for their 2 bags of food. And I wanted to give her something that would last longer than those 2 bags of food, and the word books just popped into my head. Listening to the radio, they were talking about that large-scale study of the brain scans. Talked to my kindergarten teacher friends about it who said, yeah, we get kids in our classroom every year who have never touched a book before. They don't know which way is up or down or how to turn the pages, and now they have to be rehabilitated. And so it started with that free store food bank in Cincinnati, moved here in 2010. What has happened since has been amazing, and I know it's only the beginning. So we hope that you'll join us on our quest for our 1 million books revolution. Thank you so much.